actually can't believe what I'm looking at here. Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever been this mixed about a Nintendo game reveal. Maybe ever? I was gonna compare it to something, but there's nothing to compare it to. I got nothing. Yes, it is true. They're doing goddamn Star Fox 64 again, bro. What the fuck? Miyamoto had one idea, and Nintendo said, this is the greatest goddamn idea I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's reheat this game 5 times. So let me think about this here for a second, right? They made Star Fox 64, which was basically a remake of the original Star Fox. And they remade Star Fox 64 for the 3DS. And then they remade Star Fox 64 again for the Wii U. And now they're doing it again! Talk about the biggest fucking monkey's paw situation, man. When Nate the Hate leaked that they were doing a new Star Fox, that sounded pretty darn cool to me. The idea of a new Star Fox game on the new Nintendo hardware, you know, it had the potential to be something really cool. Okay, like, I'm being pretty harsh about this, like, right off the rip, but I'll get more into it, okay? We'll dig a little deeper. But I just can't believe it, dude. I can't believe they're doing Star Fox 64 again. It's gonna be probably good. I think the gameplay is gonna probably be good. It looks fun, and I have a good feeling it's gonna be good and fun because Star Fox 64 is good and fun. It's a fun Star Fox game. I am sick of Star Fox 64, bro. It's time to move on. This franchise has been spinning its wheels for like 20 years. So beyond the initial shock from the impact of this, which by the way, Nintendo just came out of the fucking blue and revealed this. I think it was literally like 5 minutes before this direct went live. They're like, hey, we're doing a Star Fox Direct. I'm like, what? Like, dude, I didn't have any time to prepare for this. I would have totally streamed it if I had known. You guys could have seen my bewilderment live. But you know, here we are. I'm actually really blown away that the characters look the way that they do. Like, right off the rip, like realistic Star Fox looking animal guys. Okay. It definitely took me a second to kind of adjust to that. I think I'm still adjusting somewhat, like even sitting here watching it while I'm talking about it. But like, I guess like visually the way these characters are looking, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. Like, I kind of like it in a weird sort of way. It does remind me a bit of like the original like promotional puppets that they used for the very first Star Fox game. I don't know if anybody else kind of gets that vibe. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. But Falco, oh my god, what'd they do to you, man? I'm so sorry. And like everything else visually, just it does look very nice. This is a good looking game. This is definitely a game that's going to be taking advantage of the Switch 2 hardware, and I'm totally down for that. I just so wish, man, I so wish it was anything other than Star Fox 64 again. Why are we doing this? It's another on-rails Star Fox game, dude. They couldn't come up with any new designs, any new layouts? Like, they really felt they peaked back in 1994 or whatever year it was? But okay, they are doing a bit more with it than it just being Star Fox 64, although it very largely bases itself off of Star Fox 64. They're doing new cutscenes, they're getting a lot more cinematic with this entry. You know, they're adding some like cutscenes and stuff like before each of the new planet encounters, I guess, each new mission. I'm digging it. I'm honestly digging a lot of the things surrounding the circumstances of this game. Like, that's the biggest sore spot for me. I've made myself clear, you guys get it, but the fact that it's yet another Star Fox game based on 64 is definitely the biggest sore spot for me. But I like the things that are going on around this game, you know? It looks good. I like how cinematic the presentation is. I'm sure the gameplay is gonna be good. It looks fun. It looks like it's going to be fun to play. And again, I don't have any doubt that it is gonna be fun to play. Star Fox 64 was a fun game. I sound a whole lot more amped up about this than, like, I probably am, honestly. I'm just mixed. I'm just really mixed about what we're seeing above everything else. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it. I'm sure it's gonna be fun, but Star Fox 64, bro? It's just a shame that it wasn't like an entirely new game, you know? It's not like trying to move the series forward in any substantial way, like gameplay-wise or story-wise. We are stuck in the 90s. We are stuck with Star Fox 64 until our dying breaths. I do believe that there is potentially a silver lining to this, and it's that, like, okay, maybe, just maybe, this can be their final attempt at doing Star Fox 64. I really hope, for one thing, goddamn, but it can be the launching pad to maybe just where they can take the series beyond this point. Again, visually, I think things are nice. Those character designs are still growing on me a little bit, but like everything else visually looks great. The cinematics, I like that they're there. I think it's neat, and it could really add to another Star Fox game and a totally original Star Fox game a couple of years from now, 10 years from now. And okay, so I guess to touch a little bit more on like the cinematic portion of it. Again, it looks good. It looks really good. But you know, unfortunately, I think there's still a little bit of spice missing in the sauce here. The dialogue, the acting, it's really cheesy. At least just based on what we've seen so far. Okay, I'm really thinking especially to the prologue cutscene with James McCloud, which by the way is a really cool way for them to go about opening up the game. Again, I like that they're adding this kind of context. I like that we're getting this extra sort of fleshed out story version of Star Fox 64, I guess. I like that these are elements that are at play here, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, if they're gonna make it again for the 5th time, it's gotta be more than reheated leftovers, okay? Like, I'm trying, man. I'm grasping at straws for the positives here. At the very least, there is new content. It's not a high bar here, okay? I never said it was. But yeah, I don't know about that dialogue or that acting up in there. It's a little bit like, ooh, smells like cheese in here. It's a little bit cheesy. Let me take it back. Okay, let me dial it back a little bit. Let's talk about some of the new features. So they're adding like a challenge mode, I guess, so you can go to the different planets and accomplish different challenges by the looks of it. So that adds a bit of replayability to these levels. It's not like you're just playing through them and trying to get a different path. Like, there are actual objectives that you could focus on to just essentially like stretch out the game time a little bit more. I think it's kind of fun. I mean, I would like to play the challenge modes, sure. And it's also gonna have an online battle mode, which is also really cool. You can play as either Team Star Fox or Team Star Wolf, and you can team up with people and, you know, get into online battles and like have all these different kinds of challenges and things, and it looks like that could be a fun little time waster. I like that. I'm not gonna say it. Why couldn't it have been in a different game? I'll put it out there too. The music, it just sounds very good. It's music we've heard before, but they're excellent arrangements of these tracks. So they got my thumbs up there. I know I'm really ripping into it, and like, don't get me wrong. I think the game looks good. I think it's gonna be fun, and this might even end up being the definitive way to play Star Fox 64. So it has all of that going for it. I'm just finding myself feeling very mixed that like this is it. This is it for Star Fox. I guess maybe this is an alright way to reintroduce Star Fox to a new generation. I mean, like, the hope obviously has to be here that like this game has to do well. It has to sell at least well enough to convince Nintendo that Star Fox is something worth continuing to pursue and is worth keeping around. It just kills me that, well, I'm not sure what to expect on that front just yet. I haven't looked a ton into what people are saying on social media, but just from the little bits and pieces that I've picked up on, I don't think I'm alone in feeling the way that I am about this game right now. I'm happy that we're getting a Star Fox game on the Switch too. I'm glad that visually it looks really good. I'm glad that the gameplay is probably going to be pretty solid. I just wish they didn't have cold feet about pushing it forward where it really matters. I feel like Star Fox could have such a rich world, a rich universe to explore with, you know, lots of crazy different locales and, you know, just neat locations and gameplay gimmicks and all that kind of stuff, but they just continue to tether themselves to Star Fox 64. I get that it's widely considered to be like the best Star Fox game to a lot of people, evidently to Nintendo as well. I like Star Fox 64. I just did a playthrough of it recently because of the rumors about this announcement. It put me in a Star Fox mood. I guess I should have just waited because we're gonna have Star Fox again in June. It's at the end of June. So it's really right around the corner. Oh boy. Oh boy. it is what it is. You know, like, what else can I say? Like, this is what we're getting. I think in a vacuum, a lot of the things, a lot of the elements that they're incorporating into this Star Fox game could have been exciting. If it was a tried and true brand new Star Fox game, doing a new story, new locales, all that kind of fun stuff, I think I'd be feeling a lot more receptive to what was shown here today. But, well, unfortunately, that's not it. That wasn't what we got. So it is what it is. You can either get it and play it, or you can skip it, and that's just kind of the way it is. I wish it was something else, but it still looks good in its own right. I'm a bit torn. These visuals, though, I'm telling you. I've been sitting here recording for about 20 minutes now. They're still working on me. They're still working on me a little bit. Oh, dear God. Okay. What do you guys think? What do you think of the new Star Fox game? The new Star Fox game. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna do a video about it. I gotta wait and see when those Walmart pre-orders go up. In case some of you weren't aware, Nintendo is doing cheaper digital games on the eShop now, but Walmart has at least matched the price for 2 of those games so far, being Yoshi and Splatoon. And yeah, I'm gonna keep saying Splatoon. I've seen your comments. Splatatootness. But yeah, Walmart's matching the price for the physical games. They're $10 cheaper at Walmart, so I'll probably end up looking at Walmart for Star Fox. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button, I guess, if you're new. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Nintendo needs to make a sequel to Miyamoto. We need Miyamoto 2 so he can finally make a new game